Hormones are the body's silent conductors, orchestrating everything from metabolism to mood, from skin health to reproductive function. When in balance, they create a harmonious internal symphony that allows women to thrive at every stage of life. However, when hormonal levels fall out of alignment, whether due to stress, diet, environment, or natural life transitions, the effects can be surprisingly far-reaching. According to Dr. Sarah Gottfried, a renowned Harvard-educated gynecologist and hormone specialist, hormones dictate our quality of life far more than most people realize. Subtle shifts can cause ripple effects that manifest emotionally, physically, and mentally. In recent decades, hormonal imbalance has become an increasingly prevalent issue, partly due to lifestyle factors, endocrine-disrupting chemicals in the environment, and the growing pressures of modern life. The World Health Organization has even acknowledged that endocrine disorders are on the rise globally, especially among women. Early recognition of the signs of hormonal imbalance is critical because prompt action, through lifestyle changes, medical interventions, and holistic care, can often prevent the progression to more serious health problems such as polycystic ovary syndrome, thyroid disease, infertility, or metabolic syndrome. One of the first and perhaps most often overlooked signs of hormonal imbalance is unexplained fatigue. While feeling tired after a long day or a poor night's sleep is normal, persistent, profound exhaustion that is disproportionate to one's activity level can be a major red flag. Dr. Aviva Ram, a Yale-trained MD and herbalist specializing in women's health, explains that hormonal imbalance, particularly involving cortisol and thyroid hormones, can lead to wired but tired states. Cortisol, often termed the stress hormone, follows a daily rhythm, peaking in the morning and tapering off at night. When this rhythm is disrupted, often due to chronic stress or adrenal dysfunction, energy levels crash unpredictably, leaving women feeling drained, foggy, and unable to fully recharge even after adequate sleep. Sleep disturbances themselves are another telltale sign of hormonal dysregulation. Estrogen and progesterone, two primary female hormones, play pivotal roles in regulating sleep quality. As noted by the Cleveland Clinic, declining estrogen levels, particularly around perimenopause, can lead to night sweats, insomnia, and fragmented sleep. Progesterone, often called the relaxing hormone, naturally promotes calmness and sleep. When its levels fall, whether due to chronic stress, aging, or contraceptive use, many women report difficulties falling asleep or staying asleep throughout the night. Over time, this cumulative sleep debt not only worsens hormonal imbalance but also impairs immunity, cognitive function, and emotional resilience. Mood swings, anxiety, and depression are also early indicators of hormonal shifts. Fluctuations in estrogen profoundly affect neurotransmitters in the brain, including serotonin and dopamine, which are critical for mood regulation. Dr. Christiane Northrup, a board-certified OB/GYN and a pioneer in women's health, has written extensively on the hormonal underpinnings of mood disorders in women. She emphasizes that many cases of what is diagnosed as depression or anxiety may actually have hormonal roots. For instance, low progesterone can lead to heightened anxiety, while estrogen dominance, a state where estrogen is disproportionately high relative to progesterone, can cause irritability, anger outbursts, and heightened emotional sensitivity. Addressing the hormonal imbalance often alleviates these emotional disturbances without the need for psychiatric medication. Weight changes, particularly unexplained weight gain around the abdomen, hips, and thighs, can also signal hormonal imbalance. Insulin, a hormone that regulates blood sugar, plays a crucial role here. When cells become resistant to insulin, a phenomenon often driven by poor diet, stress, and disrupted sleep, blood sugar levels rise, leading to increased fat storage, especially in the abdominal region. Dr. Mark Hyman, a leader in functional medicine and author of The Blood Sugar Solution, notes that insulin resistance is not just a precursor to diabetes, but a major hormonal imbalance that fuels inflammation, accelerates aging, and disrupts reproductive hormones. Moreover, cortisol excess promotes abdominal fat storage as a survival mechanism, exacerbating the problem further. Digestive issues such as bloating, constipation, diarrhea, and food sensitivities may also trace back to hormonal imbalances. According to research published by the Mayo Clinic, estrogen and progesterone influence gut motility and the composition of the gut microbiome. During times of hormonal flux, such as the luteal phase of the menstrual cycle, pregnancy, or perimenopause, Women often notice shifts in digestion. Low thyroid hormone levels, a condition known as hypothyroidism, can slow down metabolism and digestive processes, leading to constipation and bloating. Conversely, elevated cortisol levels can impair gut barrier function, promoting leaky gut and inflammatory reactions to foods that were previously well tolerated. Skin changes, including adult acne, dry skin, and increased sensitivity, frequently accompany hormonal disturbances. Elevated androgens, such as testosterone, can trigger sebaceous glands to produce excess oil, leading to clogged pores and acne, particularly along the jawline and chin. Dr. Trevor Cates, a naturopathic doctor known as the Spa Doctor, explains that the skin is often a window into internal hormonal health. Sudden outbreaks, rosacea flare-ups, or excessively dry and flaky skin may be early warning signs that hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, or cortisol are out of balance. Furthermore, thyroid dysfunction often manifests visibly in the skin, with hypothyroidism causing dryness and pallor, while hyperthyroidism may lead to thin, fragile skin prone to bruising. Menstrual irregularities are perhaps the most obvious signal of hormonal imbalance but are often normalized or ignored. A healthy menstrual cycle typically ranges from 21 to 35 days with relatively predictable flow and minimal debilitating symptoms. However, when hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, and luteinizing hormone are out of sync, cycles can become irregular, excessively heavy, absent, or accompanied by severe premenstrual syndrome. Dr. Laura Bryden, a naturopathic doctor and author of the Period Repair Manual, asserts that the menstrual cycle is a vital sign of overall health, much like blood pressure or heart rate. Consistent irregularities warrant investigation because they could signal underlying conditions like PCOS, thyroid disorders, or premature ovarian insufficiency. Hair thinning or excessive shedding is another significant but often distressing early indicator. Hair follicles are highly sensitive to hormonal changes. As Dr. Elizabeth Boehm of the Institute for Functional Medicine explains, low thyroid function, high androgens, or significant estrogen drops can all disrupt the normal hair growth cycle, leading to noticeable hair loss. Postpartum hair shedding, for example, results from the sudden drop in estrogen after childbirth. Similarly, perimenopausal women frequently report thinning hair as estrogen levels wane. High cortisol levels, by maintaining the body in a chronic stress response, can also push hair follicles prematurely into a shedding phase. Finally, decreased libido is a common but under-discussed sign of hormonal imbalance. Sexual desire is intricately tied to levels of estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and even cortisol. A study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that low estrogen and testosterone levels correlate strongly with diminished sexual interest, reduced arousal, and decreased lubrication in women. Chronic stress, which elevates cortisol, further compounds the issue by suppressing the production of sex hormones in favor of survival mechanisms. Dr. Jennifer Berman, a urologist and sexual health expert, emphasizes that addressing hormonal health holistically, rather than simply prescribing libido-enhancing medications, often restores a woman's natural sexual vitality.
In the broader conversation about hormonal health, it's essential to bring attention to female testosterone, an often overlooked but critically important hormone. While testosterone is commonly associated with male physiology, women also produce this hormone, albeit in smaller amounts, primarily in the ovaries and adrenal glands. While testosterone is commonly associated with male physiology, women also produce this hormone, albeit in smaller amounts, primarily in the ovaries and adrenal glands. According to Dr. Susan Davis, a leading endocrinologist and researcher on female testosterone, low testosterone levels can manifest as low libido, fatigue, muscle weakness, and a general feeling of lackluster enthusiasm for life. The problem is that testosterone testing in women is rarely done proactively, and when it is, interpretation often lacks nuance. A woman could be technically within range but still suffer from symptoms of deficiency if her personal baseline is higher. Furthermore, lifestyle factors like chronic stress, excessive endurance exercise, low-fat diets, and hormonal birth control use can all suppress natural testosterone production. Restoring healthy testosterone levels naturally includes resistance training to stimulate androgen production. consuming healthy fats like avocados and olive oil, optimizing sleep-reducing chronic cardio, and in some cases, exploring bioidentical testosterone therapy under careful medical supervision. Case studies show that women who rehabilitate their testosterone levels often experience significant improvements in confidence, sexual satisfaction, muscle tone, and zest for life. Restoring healthy testosterone levels naturally includes resistance training to stimulate androgen production, consuming healthy fats like avocados and olive oil, optimizing sleep-reducing chronic cardio, and in some cases, exploring bioidentical testosterone therapy under careful medical supervision. Case studies show that women who rehabilitate their testosterone levels often experience significant improvements in confidence, sexual satisfaction, muscle tone, and zest for life. Another often overlooked yet critical hormone is DHEA, or dehydroepiandrosterone, often referred to as the mother hormone because it serves as a precursor to both estrogen and testosterone. Produced mainly by the adrenal glands, DHEA levels peak in early adulthood and decline steadily with age. Testing DHEA sulfate or DHEAS levels can provide important insights. And supplementation, when needed, should be personalized and monitored carefully. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, also plays a far more significant role than most realize. Beyond its role in childbirth and breastfeeding, oxytocin fosters emotional bonding, trust, relaxation, and social connection. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, also plays a far more significant role than most realize. Beyond its role in childbirth and breastfeeding, oxytocin fosters emotional bonding, trust, relaxation, and social connection. Activities that naturally boost oxytocin include hugging, laughing, cuddling pets, engaging in heartfelt conversations, practicing gratitude, and even certain forms of meditation and breathwork. Strengthening oxytocin pathways, therefore, serves not only emotional but also deep physical healing purposes. Now let's ground this theoretical knowledge into daily lifestyle frameworks, practical routines that women can use to support hormonal health across different life stages. Starting the day with natural light exposure upon waking helps regulate circadian rhythms and anchors cortisol awakening response. A protein-rich breakfast within 60 minutes of waking stabilizes blood sugar and prevents mid-morning crashes. Gentle movement, such as stretching or a short walk, activates lymphatic flow and sets a calm, energized tone for the day. Hydration is crucial, but adding minerals via sea salt or electrolyte powders can better support adrenal health, especially for women recovering from burnout. Mindful practices like journaling, setting intentions, and breath work further prime the nervous system for resilience. Rather than pushing through with caffeine, strategically taking a 5 to 10 minute break every 90 minutes honors the body's ultradian rhythms, natural peaks and dips in alertness and productivity. A balanced lunch that includes greens, high-quality protein, healthy fats, and fiber sustains energy through the afternoon slump. Rather than pushing through with caffeine, strategically taking a 5 to 10 minute break every 90 minutes honors the body's ultradian rhythms, natural peaks and dips in alertness and productivity. A balanced lunch that includes greens, high-quality protein, healthy fats, and fiber sustains energy through the afternoon slump. If feasible, a quick outdoor walk after lunch can improve digestion, enhance insulin sensitivity, and deliver another dose of circadian-correcting light exposure. As the sun sets, minimizing blue light exposure through screen filters, blue light blocking glasses, or simply dimming the environment supports melatonin production and healthy sleep onset. A light, easily digestible dinner eaten at least 2 to 3 hours before bed reduces nocturnal insulin spikes and optimizes growth hormone secretion overnight. Relaxation rituals, magnesium baths, herbal teas like chamomile or passion flower, reading, and gentle yin yoga soothe the transition from sympathetic to parasympathetic dominance, setting the stage for deep restorative sleep. Maria, a 45-year-old lawyer battling perimenopausal symptoms like night sweats, anxiety, and weight gain, saw a dramatic turnaround after adopting these hormone-supportive rituals. Within 3 months, her sleep improved, her energy stabilized, and her mood brightened, without pharmaceutical interventions. Maria, a 45-year-old lawyer battling perimenopausal symptoms like night sweats, anxiety, and weight gain, saw a dramatic turnaround after adopting these hormone-supportive rituals. Within 3 months, her sleep improved, her energy stabilized, and her mood brightened, without pharmaceutical interventions. Similarly, 32-year-old Samira, who struggled with PCOS and irregular cycles, found that by restoring gut health, practicing cycle syncing, and managing stress mindfully, she normalized her ovulation patterns and even conceived naturally after being told she might need IVF. Sample meals designed to stabilize blood sugar and support hormonal pathways include scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado, or chia seed pudding with berries and walnuts for breakfast, grilled salmon salad with arugula, cucumber, olive oil, and pumpkin seeds for lunch, and roasted chicken thighs with broccoli and quinoa for dinner. Smart snack options include celery sticks with almond butter, hard-boiled eggs, or hummus with sliced peppers. Each meal prioritizes nutrient density, anti-inflammatory fats, clean proteins, and fiber to nourish hormone production and detoxification pathways. Certain biohacks increasingly validated by research can be layered in for even deeper hormonal support. Red light therapy boosts mitochondrial health, reduces inflammation, and can optimize thyroid function when applied to the neck. Cold exposure, short, controlled cold showers or plunges, activates brown fat, improves insulin sensitivity, and modulates cortisol. Breathwork protocols such as box breathing or the 4-7-8 method activate the vagus nerve, reducing stress hormone output. Sauna therapy enhances detoxification pathways, boosts growth hormone, and lowers cardiovascular risk. Grounding or direct contact with natural surfaces like grass or sand reduces inflammation, balances cortisol, and improves sleep. Certain biohacks, increasingly validated by research, can be layered in for even deeper hormonal support. Red light therapy boosts mitochondrial health, reduces inflammation, and can optimize thyroid function when applied to the neck. Cold exposure, short, controlled cold showers or plunges, activates brown fat, improves insulin sensitivity, and modulates cortisol. Breathwork protocols such as box breathing or the 4-7-8 method activate the vagus nerve, reducing stress hormone output. Sauna therapy enhances detoxification pathways, boosts growth hormone, and lowers cardiovascular risk. Grounding or direct contact with natural surfaces like grass or sand reduces inflammation, balances cortisol, and improves sleep. Reducing daily exposure to endocrine-disrupting chemicals further enhances hormonal resilience. Easy steps include switching to glass or stainless steel water bottles, using natural household cleaners like vinegar and baking soda, choosing organic produce when possible, particularly for the Dirty Dozen list published annually by the Environmental Working Group, and minimizing synthetic fragrance exposure by opting for essential oils or fragrance-free products. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, or MBSR, developed by Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, has robust evidence supporting its ability to lower cortisol and improve hormonal regulation. Incorporating practices like guided meditation, gratitude journaling, mindful eating, and gentle self-compassion exercises cultivates internal balance that ripples outward to hormonal networks. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, developed by Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, has robust evidence supporting its ability to lower cortisol and improve hormonal regulation. Incorporating practices like guided meditation, gratitude journaling, mindful eating, and gentle self-compassion exercises cultivates internal balance that ripples outward to hormonal networks. Every woman's body has its unique rhythm, its personal symphony of chemical messages. Recognizing the early signs of imbalance and tuning into those signals is the beginning of a transformative journey, one that's not only about restoring health, but reclaiming vibrancy, confidence, and joy. As research progresses and more light is shed on the intricate interplay of hormones, The message becomes clear. Empowered knowledge, proactive self-care, and integrative, personalized approaches are the future of women's health. By embracing this wisdom, not only are we investing in our own hormonal balance and well-being, but we are setting a new precedent for generations to come. A world where women thrive physically, emotionally, and spiritually is within reach, one balanced hormone at a time. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more simple health tips that make a big difference. And while you're at it, tap the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy and keep smiling.